This is going to be good. It was just yesterday when our fearful leader says, many additional people have been arrested having to do with the disgraceful vandalism of our beautiful reflecting pool. It hasn't looked or worked like this since 1922 when it was originally built, but even then it leaked badly and it didn't work. Ours worked perfectly, including the mirror-like finish, perfectly reflecting the two great monuments, which it never had before. Sorry. What these terrible vandals have done is a true affront to both Presidents George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, and they should be dealt with accordingly. We met with contractors today who will probably be forced to release and drain much of the water in order to do necessary repairs, but we'll have them done as quickly as possible. What they have damaged does not even include the earlier killing of a large amount of grass, which was by far and the least of it. They took some form of knife or blade and put a 250-foot-long gash into the beautiful facade, what took so much work, competence, and money to build and complete. They also poured corrosive and destructive chemicals into the pool. Yeah, they did. These are your vandals. First, the entire motorcade drove over the freshly painted bottom of the reflecting pool. Then you bozos started putting hydrogen peroxide into it. James Henry says, as a DC-9 union painter with 30-plus years in coatings, I'm looking at the failure, not a conspiracy theory. When a coating is lifting off in large sheets like this, that points to an adhesion failure. Improper surface preparation, contamination left behind, the wrong coating system, poor recoat timing, or water introduced before the system fully cured, or a presidential motorcade driving over it before it fully cured. James Tate says, step 1, remove filters in reflecting pool because Obama put them in. Step 2, give your criminal neighbor who runs Green Water Services a $20 million no-bid contract to paint the pool. Step 3, fill the pool with water from the Potomac River, phosphates from which cause algae blooms. Step 4, freshly sealed pool and extreme heat result in a super scum event. Step 5, direct National Park Service to dump hydrogen peroxide into the pool, which causes the paint to peel. Step 5, deploy United States National Guard to stop people from taking photos of the swamp as a perfect metaphor for this administration. Step 6, blame someone else. They are pouring bottles of hydrogen peroxide into the green, algae-filled reflecting pool that Trump wasted $14 million of our money on. Fun fact, the reflecting pool would need a minimum of about 8,000 liters of 12% hydrogen peroxide to reach the 50 parts per million concentration to kill algae. Is this what happens when you fire all the scientists from your administration? Ted Lieu gets the final say here. There's a 24/7 camera that shows the reflecting pool. If someone went into the pool and made a 250-foot gash, it would have been seen. Trump is lying again. Everyone knows it, but the people at the Justice Department are randomly going after people to soothe Trump's fragile ego. He reposted Republicans Against Trump, saying, Trump on the reflecting pool last month. It's very strong. You couldn't, even if you had a knife, I don't want to give any ideas, but if you had a knife, you can't even cut it. So strong, so powerful. What a fucking fraud. The reflecting pool has turned into an absolute analogy for this entire administration. Scary Larry says, so let me get this straight. Pulling a chunk of paint out of the reflecting pool gets you arrested for vandalism. But Trump's terrorists who attacked the Capitol, killed cops, broke windows, stole shit, smeared feces on the walls, they get to go free. I mean, many of them have been rearrested. Too many of them on child crime charges. But Trump's America, right? Make America great again. For me.